Okay, welcome back. Last time we managed to make our way to Ginza after we managed to leave Roppongi, and then we managed to then we basically found like a kind of fork in the road area where we ran into the ghost of Yuji, who basically told us, hey, there's an old disused police station there that has a robot army, and I need you to go check out what's going on there, because someone turned the robots back on. So, yeah, we need to go and do that. Then he also said we could go right towards Ginza. So, I then went and just checked out Ginza a bit. But before I did that, I checked the left side, which actually took me towards Ikebukuro. But, whatchamacallem, Takashi turned up and basically said, hey, don't go near Ikebukuro. It's gonna be super dangerous if you do. Listen to me, don't go over there. Now, in between episodes, I went and did a little bit of grinding. Basically, I just went and got a couple more levels, and now I can actually start fusing some things. And by that, I mean I can finally fuse these three. So I fuse my Rusalka with my Elf with my Goblin, they're all fairies, and basically now I fuse them all together and get Senri, which is the next, I think it's the next level up of the fairy kind of, whatchamacallit. I don't remember what it's called. Basically, of that type, it's the next one up, as far as I'm aware. I might have skipped one, there might be one somewhere in the 30s. No wait, Hobgoblin's one in the 30s, of course. So, yeah, but Senri is the one above Hobgoblin. So this is a level 40 demon that I'm summoning now. And this is also a neutral demon. I'm starting to think that I should try, like, it might not be the, like, I feel like I should use Law and Chaos demons as well. However, to do that, like, I think I'd want to fuse a Law and a Chaos one together. Like, have one at the, like, fuse one of each at the same time and just use them together, and never separately, because I don't know just how much of an impact they have otherwise. And I think I've just done the same thing again, haven't I? No, I have not. But I can actually, quickly, I just want to see, what happens if I try to fuse these three together? So we'll fuse that, Nightmare and Tsuchigumo, to see a Archangel. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna keep that in mind, and I'm gonna try to find some more things and fuse a Chaos Demon, and from there, I think I should be good. Also, you may notice I still have 0 money, but that is actually because I went and did some grinding, and I got a ton of money, and now I actually have to shuffle my party around. But before I do that, I can quickly show everyone's status, because I went and I bought new armor and new guns for everyone. So basically, Kazuya is now level 40, has much stronger guns. He has a much stronger gun and much better armor, and Yuka is the same way. I don't know if I want to keep them both with the... I don't know if I want both of them to have the uranium bullets, though, because those are just flat damage. Like, that's just a flat damage increase, as opposed to what I had with the nerve bullets, which could actually, whatchamacallit, I've lost my train of thought today. The nerve bullets could put them to sleep with the shot. And well, unfortunately, I couldn't find somewhere where I could actually buy a new sword for Yuka yet. So she's still stuck with her kind of like not very good whip from the start of the game. I'm hoping I'll be able to find something new and good for her in the near future. But if I can't, then I don't really know what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so we can actually... Okay, 1 bead is fair enough. Okay, you know what, I don't have much money, but I'll still do it. And, okay, everyone is now patched up. But before I do anything else, let's just have Yuka quickly cast that, and heal Kazuya back up to full. So, the plan for today's episode, now that I've finished this like 4-minute preamble, is to actually go to Ginza, and I want to check out the lower floors. Because I saw that there was a downstairs area, I also saw there was an upstairs area, but I want to check the downstairs area first, and then depending on how long that takes, I might start up whatchamacallit. Depending on how long that takes, I might actually start up the police station, and hopefully that won't take too long. Oh no, I hate these things. I'll be totally honest, I don't feel confident in my ability to fight these things. Okay, we'll smile at them here. Okay, we'll ignore it. Okay, no, I will leave it alone, because Onijoros genuinely kind of worry me. I feel like they're still at Like, I feel like their words. I feel like they are an enemy that is strong enough to cause me a legitimate problem, and therefore I don't really want to fight them unless I absolutely have to. And, no wait, we already discovered that Persky is weak to electricity. Is weak to electricity and actually uses Zan skills, so I'm glad that I remembered that in time and didn't try to use it for Senri's turn, because, well, we got decent damage out anyway, and honestly, I don't really know. Actually, what is Senri's? Senri does not have a special ability, so I might as well just keep casting Mazio. I should just cast Zionga and just kind of target them down one at a time. That would probably be a lot better. And I should also probably have Kazuya just do regular attacks, because I'm pretty sure that these things resist bullets. I might be wrong on that, but I think they do. So, you know what, let's just try Zionga and see how much one cast does. Okay, they actually move. They go for Zanma. Zionga hits for... Okay, yeah. Okay, that is absolutely much stronger. Obviously, because we don't have Mazionga, because... Well, we don't have Mazionga, which I assume Yuka will get later in the game, but as of right now, we don't have access to it, and as a result, that is a little bit lesser. However, I don't actually know how close Yuka is to leveling up, but depending on how close she is, I might not feel too bad about using all of her MP. So, how much does she have? Okay, she is 1100 EXP away, so I'm not too worried about that, actually. However, I don't have a way to actually get rid of a bind, unless Mipatra does it, which does group return to our senses. Oh wow, that actually just gets rid of it? Okay, I need to keep that in mind for the remainder of the entire game, because I will forget, and that will... Because, I know me, I will forget that, and, well, that's a very important little bit of information to keep in mind. I'm sure that comments have probably been yelling at me for a very long time about that. So, very sorry about that. Okay, full disclosure, I'm recording this way in advance because I don't actually know how long, honestly, I didn't know how long the game would take, and also I was kind of concerned about the game being really weird. Because I was also concerned about the game being a bit weird and a bit kind of iffy around, like, copyright using music and stuff. And these things are intent on fighting me, because of course they are. It is during a full moon. And I also need Yuka to heal up everyone. So let's just fight, and I guess I guess I can try casting Mazanma, and I'll just patch up Tamuz, because Tamuz is the only one that's in real danger. And, okay, Kazuya gets hit in a shot. Okay, Mazanma doesn't do a ton to the Lamias, that isn't exactly ideal. Okay, Yuka takes a little bit of damage, but on the plus side, we should be able to just get through these, I think. To be totally honest, I don't... Are these things weak to fire? I feel like they might be, but I don't know why I think they might be. But you know what? It's worth a shot. So we'll just hit them with 37 more, because, well, Senri actually has a ton of MP, and that is very beneficial to me. Okay, Hobgoblin does a little bit of damage. Okay, I don't like how these things are just boosting their defense, though. Gun damage is doing a lot, though. Like, that is a lot of visible damage from the gunshots, so hopefully Yuka does just as much. Unfortunately, so pretty much I upgraded Kazuya's gun, so Kazuya now has... I think he has, like, the direct upgrade from his previous one, and Yuka now has the kind of shotgun that I bought for Takeshi way earlier. Weapons. Basically, I would have gotten her the same kind, but because of the way the game works, I can't have them using the same items, because some weapons and some armors are only available for male party members, and some are only available for female party members. And I am just getting jumped by everything today, but I might as well just keep fighting them, because if nothing else, I'll get a ton of EXP out of it. And hopefully none of these reflect it. Okay, Yaxini takes 33 damage from Mazanma, and 13 damage from Mazio. On the plus side, I can just kind of stun lock a lot of them, and that's actually a lot of bullet damage. Okay, I feel fairly confident about fighting these now. However, I still need to, like, I need to either have Yuka use a turn to heal Hobgoblin's ability. Sorry, not his ability, to heal his ailment. because I need to get rid of the charm, or I need to wait for the fight to just end, or for it to just go away by other means. So for now it's just going to be on defense, but there goes Yaxini, and we finally end that fight. And we actually got a chunk of money for it, actually. And that is just a dwarf, so we can just talk to it. No, we can't, because it's spoiling for a fight because of the full moon. And, well, the game can't say I didn't warn it. Well, I didn't warn it, but I gave it a chance. I tried to negotiate. I tried peaceful negotiations, but the game said that peace was not an option today. So, well, we just killed it anyway. And honestly, dwarves are level 26 enemies. I'm kind of amazed that I'm still finding them so frequently. Then again, I just came from an area that was like... But yeah, the area I was just in was all undead enemies, and that kind of ranged with a regular enemy level type from like 1 to 30, I think. And I'm actually taking kind of a beating here. Oh wait, they just killed my Hobgoblin. They just killed Hobgoblin outright. They just killed it outright because they they used hammer and just killed it outright. Fortunately, I have Gold Pill. Gold Pill just revives it. Unfortunately, this does mean it will have 0 MP, but fortunately for me, that does also mean that I'm not too worried about it. Because unless I run into a boss fight, I don't think I need Hobgoblin's abilities too much. So let's just quickly use Yuka to patch everyone back up to full health, I suppose. Because we are very close to her leveling up as well. So I'll just cast that twice. Then I guess I'll just cast Diarahan to patch up to Muzz. And everyone else should be good to go after just 1 or 2 casts of Media. I know that's probably meant to be Media, but I still just want to call it Media because it sounds more like medical, which makes more sense to me. Okay, I don't know why I suddenly start. I don't know if that will come across as me sounding quiet ever. I hope it doesn't. And that is just one guy. So let's just quickly get rid of this guy. Get out of here, Messiahs. We are on neutral route well, we are going to attempt to be on neutral route. I hope I don't find myself on Law Chaos by accident. Okay, this seems like a dead end, so I assume this must be where the stairs are. Assumably, right? No, that's just a dead end. Great. But I assume the stairs must be nearby. Okay, you know what? I'm going to try and negotiate with this. Let's see here. We'll be friendly. We'll act unfazed. We'll approach it. Okay, oh. Okay, fine, I guess it's unwilling to hear us out. However, if I recall correctly, we fought one of these things as a boss earlier, and Yuji just destroyed it with Zanma. And that did not quite go as well as I thought. Maybe Yuji was just a bit stronger than Senri, but I don't know, maybe the boss version has different maybe the boss version has different stat setups than the regular enemy version, but that wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense. I'll be totally honest, I'm kind of just rambling at this point because I don't know what to do. However, I know that I need to find the stairs. Okay, no, these go up, and I want to go down. Because I want to go down the stairs, because I want to investigate the basement levels. Like, I do need to check the upstairs at some point too, but for now I want to investigate the basement area. Because, well, I feel like the lower floors are always going to be more interesting to investigate in these games. I mean, sure, why not? Even if you don't, I mean, I'm happy to hear it. What is it you want? Let's ask... Actually, if I can make a minion that wants a topaz, I think I can do that. Wants a little bit of money, I can do that. Okay, perfect. Basically, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't want that. However, this now means if I run into another Onijuro, I can just get it to go away. Because, well, since I now have it, I can just make it leave. And that is very helpful because I hate fighting these things. Once I'm like level 45, I might feel a bit more comfortable. But for now, I genuinely just do not like the idea of fighting these things. Because they're really strong, they're really fast, I don't know what level they are, I should check what level they are. But basically, every time I run into them, they seem to just throw hands and destroy me. So, for now, I would like to be kind of just away from them. Way back when, at the police station, they installed a special automatic defense system. Robotic drones would protect the station and keep people out. But I wonder if the thing's broken by now. Okay, so that sounds like that is going to be the boss in there. And you know what, let's try to negotiate with Quancha. Let's be vaguely threatening to it. What if we stop it from leaving? I'm going home. It ran away. It just ran away like a big hero. Okay, so let's just kind of run away from Yaxini. If I run into two things, like if I run into something that I don't think I can handle, I do have a couple of smoke bombs to get me out of such... I've a couple of smoke bombs to get me out of really bad situations, but I'm going to try to keep a hold of those unless I absolutely have to use them. But now the question is, where are the stairs? Oh, here they are. No, that goes up. I want to go down. So now I need to figure out where they are, and am I going backwards? Is this where I just came from? Actually, I should check inside these little rooms, shouldn't I? Okay, that was not where I was expecting that to go. I'll be totally honest, every time I get to one of these new areas, I feel completely lost. Maybe it's because these areas are kind of labyrinthine? Is that a word? I feel like that's the right word. I feel like labyrinthine is not only a word, but also the correct word. I do like how these guys just appear one at a time, so I can just kind of throw hands with them effortlessly. I say that as I immediately got hit with a shock status effect. And, you know, if that's just one black ooze, I can fight one. If it's just one, that's not really going to be too much of a hassle. I wish I could negotiate with it, though. Because I do like slime, I like slime and black ooze as, whatchamacallit. I know there's also the red one that I don't remember the name of. Oh, that's like kind of in the middle in some of the later games. Okay, Yuka leveled up. So let's, oh wow. Okay, her strength got massively drained. Because I think I mentioned it in the last episode. I think these red pips are basically just like D levels, I think. And can I boost her MP, her max MP at all? I don't think I can. I'll just put the point into magic. I'll put the point into magic because I imagine that'll increase her ability to heal and also do damage. Okay, well, there's a treasure box here. We found a core shield. Okay, a core shield will basically just protect us from damage flaws, which actually is kind of helpful because damage flaws in this game seem fairly frequent, or at least they have in the last couple of dungeons. And well, I'm not a big fan of damage flaws in any game, and I can one-turn kill a Yaxini now. That is very good information to have. So now I know that if just one appears, I can just kind of rush it and we can win. And I can just talk it out with Onijiros now. We're friends now. I mean, I'm still neutral alignment, I hope. And if I'm not... Wait, where does this go? Okay, this goes down. 10 to 10, I actually found it. Basically, if I get to the overworld again and I'm no longer neutral alignment, I'll just approach... Okay, interesting demon. Interesting looking demon, interesting name. Basically, I'm working on the logic now that if I make it back to the overworld and it says that I'm chaos alignment, you can tell which alignment you are by the way you're kind of moving on the overworld. I think it's like if you're kind of like going from side to side, you're neutral. If you spin clockwise, you're law, and if it's counterclockwise, chaos. I think that's how that works. Don't quote me on that. I might have that the wrong way around. Like, I might have that the wrong way around, but I need to just double check that the next time I come back to the overworld, because I want to still be on neutral. And if I'm on law or chaos, I know how I can kind of shuffle that around back to the other side. And I do know, I know that there are a couple of things coming up that, like, I did have to do a little bit of research because apparently there's a couple of things coming up where if you do them incorrectly, you can kind of just, like, railroad yourself onto being, law or chaos. Like, I think, like, you're getting to, it's towards a point where you can basically just mess up your entire alignment if you do it wrong. So I would like to just kind of balance that out and make sure I'm getting everything done right. I also probably shouldn't just check. I shouldn't just check these individual rooms because apparently every single one of them is empty. Okay, let's just do a regular attack, Kazuya can shoot, we can try Mazana, and then Yuka can cast a Mazio. Wait, did she learn a new move? No, she didn't. There's clearly 2 spaces left for moves there, so I imagine she'll probably get Mazionga and Diarahan. Alternatively, she might, key term might, get Zeodyne later, but she'll get Mazionga long before she gets Zeodyne anyway, so I might be wrong, she might does Zeodyne exist in this game? Because I haven't seen anything with it yet. Actually, I haven't seen anything with any of the Dyne abilities yet. But whatever, I'll figure that out as I move on with the game. And so, eventually we'll find those moves if they are in here. Actually, well, like low level 40s now, I think that's normally when you start to see things with them. Or at least having, like, occasionally have them. I'm trying to think of, like, what the lowest level I've seen something with one is. I think in one of the personas you can get something that's, like, level 42 that has one of them. But I'm honestly completely I'm probably completely wrong on that. I'm trying to think of it off the top of my head. If I actually went and looked it up, I'm sure that I'd be completely wrong. Because I'm pretty sure... Oh wow, I hadn't actually noticed Kazuya is actually pretty low. So I should probably patch him up soon. Okay, we killed those two Cellalux. Cellalux? I don't know how that's pronounced. But let's just quickly patch everyone back up. And if I find my way to a dead end, like if I get to the end of this basement and it's just a dead end, I do have access to Traport, which is just a complete teleport. It'll just teleport me back to the last terminal that I used. So it might teleport me back to Shibuya, which, you know, it'd be one screen back from where I would need to be, but it would be kind of still in the general area, so it would be very nice to be in that area. Okay, so also, this demon is just called Leonard, which is a little bit strange. Let's just keep... Okay, I guess it wants to fight. So, honestly, I don't know. I'm sure that there's probably like an actual lore behind it, and it has an actual name somewhere. But I don't know. Leonard is a very strange name for a demon. And... Okay, what is this room? That is one Cellalux. You know what, I'm just gonna fight this thing. I'm gonna fight this thing the old-fashioned way. By hitting it with... By hitting it with Zionga and just stun-locking it, hopefully. Or maybe just kinda auto-rushing it and trying to beat it to death. It's just the meme image. We are going to beat you to death. And then we beat it to death. And now we can just talk to the hobgoblins, just, hey, we can just hang out with those. Oh, that's two Cellalux that came back. Well, these are night enemies. Do I have a night thing with me? No? Let's see. Okay, Uriah, do you want... Okay. It'll hear me out. Let's make a minion. We had too many minions, so it left. But it went away, and that's what matters. Now, do I want to go left or right here? That's just one, so I can just beat it up again. Okay, yeah, this is actually starting to concern me a little bit. That is 3 Ibaraki dojis. Okay, let's just fight them, I suppose. That because this is a new enemy type, so I might as well see what they are capable of. Okay, Domina is a bit on the annoying side. Put 2 of my demons to sleep. Oh, okay. I have a feeling that this... Okay, Rakunda as well. Why do I get the feeling that this is going to be one of those demons that doesn't do a ton of damage, but it's just a massive annoyance because it does status ailments. I have a feeling it's going to be one of those demon types, and I really hope it isn't. Hopefully everyone stays awake this turn and we can just throw hands and destroy these things. Okay, they are lowering our defense, which is a little bit concerning, but I should be okay, I think, because Kazuya actually does a ton of damage now. Ibaraki hits for 78 and 54. Honestly, considering they hit us with, I think they hit us with 2 casts of Rakunda, I'm kind of amazed they did so little damage. So let's just keep hitting them, I suppose, and we should be good to go pretty soon. Okay, Domina puts Tamuz to sleep. Did it hit anyone else? It puts Senri to sleep. Okay, but we can still work with that. And I think everyone does just wake up if we kill the enemies. How Tamuz is now in a bit of danger, so let's just quick... Okay, yeah, I need Yuka to patch these 2 up. I need Yuka to patch up a couple of my demons, and then we should go to go. I'll just cast Media, and we should be okay, I think. Okay, so it casts Domina, Senri misses. Oh, it hit... Okay, it hit Hobgoblin, but that's perfectly okay. Kazuya misses 1, but hits 2, and that's 1 Ibaraki doji defeated. That's a second one. Honestly, I'm just gonna rush it down now. Oh, what did they kill? They killed Hobgoblin. It's not exactly ideal, but I can still work with it. Now I'll just talk it out with Lamia, I suppose. Okay, it's ignoring me. I'll identify myself. And I'll just ask for some money. I'll ask for some money because because I already know that I have too many demons. And let's quickly just patch everyone else up. And honestly, I don't know which way to go here. I'm gonna check this side first. Is it the right way? Who knows? Well, people who have probably played the game, they probably know. Okay, that's just there. That's just some hobgoblins. I can just talk to those and leave. Also, I find it kind of alarmingly funny. Well, not funny, kind of, maybe a little bit on the annoying side, actually. That I found Onijuros, managed to negotiate with them, got them to join me, and then just never found another one ever again. Okay, this looks like a weird kind of a dead end. What's in here? Nothing? Okay, so is this stairs? Okay, we found some stairs. Let's head further down. And that is a different music and a different tile set. So this is definitely an underground area. So let's just keep looking around here. Okay, Hobgoblin, thanks for the money, buddy. And okay, we found some treasure. We triggered a trap and took a little bit of damage, and got jumped by 6 Hobgoblins. Fortunately, despite having a dead one in. Wait, yo, Decarabia, how are you doing, buddy? I love Decarabia. Decarabia is so good. Like, I'm a big fan of Decarabia in basically every Megami Tensei game I've ever seen it in. And by that I mean, I've never actually used one. Like, I never use it in SMT or in Persona, but I always like Decarabia. I don't know, I always just find them very endearing, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the one in Nocturne that gets referenced later in Persona 3. That you find it outside, I think it's outside the hospital, or right at the start of the game, after you defeat Fornius, and it's basically just stood there like, hey, yeah, I'm just waiting for my friend Fornius, and we're just gonna go hang out. And then, unfortunately, because you killed Fornius, he never turns up. And then he gets referenced again in Persona 3, and it's basically just like the story of the Decarabia, who's a really good friend. And I think that's meant to be a parody on Hachiko's story. Wait. They put up. I didn't. Yeah, I hadn't. Their words. Basically, I had a moment there where I was just like, hang on, wait. It put up one of the walls, and I didn't know which one. However, apparently we do a ton of damage. This thing might be. Decarabia may be weak to electricity in this game, and well, we missed, so that's not great. But I also know that these things they do typically have access to moves like Tetrakan and Rakarakan, so I am a little bit wary of them on that, because, well, they are the reflection moves. So basically, if you put up a Tetrakan, it reflects any physical attack, and Rakarakan will do that for any magical attack. And now, I'm actually in a little bit of danger, because that is Senri. No, Senri's still alive. Senri's alive, but I did lose, whatchamacallem, I lost to Muzz, and Hobgoblin was already dead, but fortunately we should be pretty okay now, because this doesn't actually do a massive amount of damage, and I know that's weak to electricity, so let's just hit it with a Zyonga and hopefully be on our way, because honestly, I feel like this is a higher level enemy than this area. Like, I don't know why, but it seems like it just takes so much more damage. And of course, I just reflected myself into Tetrakan, and that actually didn't do all that. Oh, is it just for a whole turn? Oh, that's less ideal. That is a little bit less than ideal, but I can just finish it off with a Zyonga, I think. That should kill. No, there we go. Okay, Decarabia is kind of powerful. And also, it didn't actually even give us all that much in the way of EXP or anything. Honestly, I'm a little bit concerned about Yuka's MP now, so I'm going to use some life stones to heal. I'm going to use some life stones to heal just as a little safety precaution, because I know that I need a little bit more. Like, I know that I need some MP left to cast Traport to get out of here, and that'll just teleport me right back at the end. Okay, Decarabia is a common enemy in here, apparently. That is probably good to know. Mappa has now worn off. Dakini is also in here. I'll be totally honest, I'm suddenly starting to think that this is an area that I should not be in. So, what I'm going to do is I said I was going to save them for, danger zones, and this, I feel like this counts. You can use a smoke ball and get out of here. Okay, that's just a dwarf. I can just talk to it. It also gave me a life stone back, so thanks. Thanks for that. Now, that's 4 Lilims. I could probably fight them, but I'm going to run away anyway, just for safety reasons. Okay, so now I want to map this place out again. So let's see here. What? Oh, that was no effect. Let's just go ahead. Oh, well, we found someone. Hey there, youngster. How have you been? Do you remember me? We met earlier at Inokashira Park. There we go. Well, you were in the Kongo Kai 30 years past. Have you gotten used to the post-apocalyptic world yet? I've heard quite a few rumors about you. You're quite active ones, aren't you? You've grown quite a bit. I can read the wisdom and maturity in your face. The path you walk is less trodden and difficult, but take heart, it is a wise one as well. Do not worry, I believe you are on the right path. Just take care not to forget your dedication and stray from it. Whenever you feel you've lost sight of the road ahead, come see this old man again. If it helps, I'll look into your soul and give you what wisdom I can. So, can I go through here? Because there's clearly another door behind him. Wait. Hang on. I feel like I might have to come back here later. Like, maybe I have to do another dungeon, then come back? Or maybe this has something to do with something later. Anyway, I'm just going to cast Traport and teleport back to probably Shibuya. Yeah, let's just teleport us right back to Shibuya. However, let's actually go and check out the Heretic Mansion before I end this episode off. Because I'll be honest, this took way longer than I thought it would. Like, I didn't think it would take me half an hour to get down there. But let's see what we can actually fuse here. Let's see, Unijuro with this thing. What do we get? We would get Barif. That wouldn't really be worth it. Honestly, I do know that I'll need... So, wait. I should check Unijuro... their words. Unijuro with these. Okay, I guess that's just Chaos. Do Gaians just turn to... I mean, Gaians turn into Chaos Demons would make perfect sense. Maybe I should try to get one of the Messian fit. Oh, that might be half an idea, actually. If I take one of the Messians and try to fuse it with one of the Gaians, surely logically that should make them into a neutral thing, right? No, let's try it. Will we be friendly to them? No. No. Okay, they're gonna fight me. They're gonna fight me because they think I'm a Gaian, which I guess makes kind of sense. I do have a couple of Chaos Demons with me, I don't have any Law ones. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is... I'm gonna end... Okay, I'm gonna fight these. Also, this is how I got my money. I basically took the threatening approach, ignored it, identified myself. Nope. Okay, it doesn't work all the time, but that's basically how I got all the money. I just negotiated with them. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is go in here and save. Maybe saving is probably a bad idea, but whatever. So what I'm gonna do is save the game, end the episode off. I'm gonna go heal, maybe fuse a new demon until, like, maybe fuse a couple of new ones to get a new Law and a new Chaos one, and use those together. And then in the next episode, we'll actually go and start investigating this police station. Because I feel like I kind of made very little to... Well, honestly, I think I made kind of zero progress in this one. But I don't know, we'll see what happens in the next one. So I'll hopefully see you all for that in the next one. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.